Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Khaosity here, back again for a brand new video here on the channel. And today, IGN had their little final piece of info. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the final piece that we're going to get. It was a Q&A. So, welcome to Drought Season Part 2. Go ahead and strap in. It's because you finna be thirsty. But anyway, before we get into it, if you enjoy, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 400, and if we can hit 400 before July 19th, then I'll play Sonic the Hedgehog 4 on stream, episode 1 and 2. You get to watch me suffer. But moving on from that, we got a lot of info to talk about this guy and I still don't know his name. I'm pretty sure he's told us multiple times, but I still don't know this IGN dude's name. But anyway, a lot of things to talk about, mostly about cyberspace and, you know, all that jazz, but we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. I got a bunch of points here that he talked about that I think is pretty interesting, actually. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, he mentions a drop dash in Frontiers. So that's a W, I guess. Yeah, I guess, because, I mean, you know, everyone knows the drop dash. It's from Mania, it's in Origins, it's in Forces. That's technically not a 3D drop dash because it's classic Sonic, but the fact that we have it, it's better than nothing. Even though I'm pretty sure the drop dash, or not the drop dash, I'm pretty sure the bounce bracelet probably would have been a better choice for the open world. The drop dash, honestly, a drop dash may work better in linear stages, now that I think about it. But in terms of the open world, I don't really see the point of the drop dash being there because you already have a boost. So moving on from that, he also goes on to talk about the goals that you have within cyberspace, because at this point we notice there's objectives that you have within these linear levels. It's not just go through the level, finish it, get the best time. You have to collect a certain amount of rings. You have to meet a time requirement. You have to meet a more strict time requirement. And then something with red rings. You have to collect red rings throughout the level. So it's not like these levels are going to be simple, piss easy. Well, they may be piss easy, but there's definitely going to be a lot of replay value within these levels, and that's something else he talks about. He talks about that most of his time during his 4 hours of playing Frontiers, most of his time was spent replaying cyberspace levels because he likes mastering them. He likes getting better at them and meeting all the objectives. And moving on from that, or adding on top of that, he also talks about ranks. Now, I'm not sure if ranks are for sure in the game, but he says the word ranks, so I don't know if he's talking about Sonic games in general or this specific game. What I think is that there is ranks and that they're tied in with these objectives. All right, so let's say you gotta get this certain amount of rings, you gotta meet this time limit, you got the more strict time limit, and then you got the red rings. So like, let's say you only meet 2 of those objectives. Let's say you get a B rank, right? You only meet 2 of those objectives, you get a B rank. If you meet all 4 or 5, I don't know if it's 4 or 5, but if you meet like all 4 or 5, then you get like an S rank. All right, so depending on how many objectives you do and probably the time that you complete the stage, it will probably give you a rank, if there is ranks in this game. I think they are, since he mentioned it. It's kind of cool to think about. There may be a potential ranking system in this game. Now, as for the lengths of the levels, he does go on to say that they're basically 2 minutes. He mentions that on every one that he played, I think everyone that he played, but he mentions on most of them that he basically completed the stage in about 2 minutes on his first try. And that's before like mastering a stage and all that. So 2 minutes on his first try, you master the stage, you probably shave off 30-40 seconds, like a minute 30, minute 20. It's Forces level length, so that sucks, but expected. I mean, he's basically saying everything I've already been saying. Another thing he goes on to say is that there are fully 3D and fully 2D cyberspace levels, okay? He didn't get the 2D levels, but one of his colleagues did. So I'm okay with that, honestly. It's more akin to like Sonic Lost World, because Sonic Lost World, if it was a 3D level, I'm pretty sure it was fully 3D for the entire stage, except for like those rail grinding stages. There's actual 2D levels with 2D level design. All right, so I have no problem with this. Again, as long as the level design is something to be desired, I'm fine with this. Moving on, he goes on to answer a question about like whether the stage level design is more like Unleashed, Gens, or Forces. And he says Unleashed. I don't even know if it's level design, but he says it's more like Unleashed because there's no wisps. So that just goes to show you how bad the Wisp have been shoehorned into this franchise over the last decade. But the thing about that is, since he's thinking about the Wisps, he's not thinking about level design. He wasn't thinking about level length. Like he said, he already mentioned what the level length is. So don't expect anything similar to Unleashed or Gens, I would say. Hopefully, if anything, Frontiers is its own game with its own charm. So who knows? And then the last thing I want to talk about, and probably by far the most interesting in my opinion, is if you have max rings, you get like some sort of second level boost. Alright, if you're holding max rings, you don't just use the regular boost that we've been seeing. You get an actual boost, you know, like with an actual blue aura surrounding Sonic. So maybe then the speed, like he said, trust him, the speed is pretty fast, it gets faster. So I'm actually pretty interested to see what this level of boost is and what it looks like. Hopefully it's actually more akin to like Unleashed speed, okay? Because the boost we've been seeing, while it is a boost, is more like a sprint to me. This is more like a sprint. And whatever the second level boost is, this is the true boost speeds that we have been looking for a while. So hopefully that's pretty good. I really want to see footage of it. We haven't seen any footage of it at all, even though people have been using it apparently. I also wonder if you can use the second level boost in linear stages. If you can use this boost in linear stages, bro, you can probably beat these stages in under like a minute. Oh wow, that's actually crazy to think about. If you can use this second level of boost in these linear stages, you're definitely gonna, and you know what the stages are like, you're definitely gonna beat it in probably under a minute. So oh boy. Well, that's all the new info or the stuff I want to talk about regarding this Q&A. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel on the road to 400. If we can get 400 before July 19th, I will play Sonic 4 on stream. Let me know what you guys think about all this info in the comments below. I'm always reading. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.